they're reaching a specific age range, you know. I'm guessing age range being late 30s to possibly 60s, I don't know. But I mean, that's kind of irrelevant too. But they do deal with they deal with that in movies, ages. They have to like be able to relate to a certain crowd for them to make money off of the movies, to go to see the movies. You know, not just yeah, there's so much involved when they make these movies, and I know that. I mean, when I was younger, I was a lot more naive, but there was still a part of me that knew what was going on and what they were doing. So anyway, this movie, I didn't like it. There's some points where I chuckled in there. There's some little funny parts. Him in the bathtub when he's smoking a spliff. He's got is this hairy guy with like shoulder length hair, and he's in a bubble bath with candles all around it, and you see a bottle of Mr. Bubble, and he's smoking what they call a roach, which is a really small in bit of a joint. If you don't know about this, when it's almost finished, it's so small that it's hard to smoke. So they put it on what you call a roach clip, and that's what he was doing. He had it on a roach clip, and he was smoking it. And he's in this bubble bath, and here's this like hairy, you know, man and all that, but he's doing what's typically seen as a feminine act by getting into a bubble bath and taking a bath with candles surrounded by him. So they're showing the sensitive side of the male pot smoker. That was kind of funny to me. You know, that was funny. But the rest of it, didn't really feel amused by. Some of it just felt like it was just too vulgar, especially with Julianne Moore. I mean, she shows up at his house in one scene, you know, and she's nude and wants him to have sex with him so that she can have a baby and all this weird shit. So yeah, I think that a lot of movie makers, when they go out and they make movies that have cannabis in there as almost a main subject, they like go out on these tangents and think, okay, pot smokers or cannabis smokers usually are the ones that are like get all these ideas, psychedelic ideas in their head, and they're always doing these crazy things, and it couldn't be any further from the truth. The only time the only time that I really express what anybody would deem to be a crazy idea is through art or through writing. So I don't go off and do any crazy adventures like jumping off of a cliff and jumping out of a moving car, moving vehicle. You know, cannabis doesn't make me want to go off and like start selling it to whatever. You get what I'm talking about. It's just like they over exaggerate things, you know, to the point where to me it's not even really funny. It's just ridiculous is what it is. So no, I didn't like the Big Lebowski. I didn't. I just felt like it was contrived. I felt like it was an attempt to give Jeff Bridges a different image as far as acting goes. Do I still like Jeff Bridges as an actor? I think he's okay. Or any of these other actors that were in there. I mean, I like Julianne Moore, but yeah, the way that they represent specific people like genders and people from different ethnicities, it's always viewed based on, you know, popular culture and what people deem to be acceptable at the time. And then, like, it just seems like with this movie, The Big Lebowski, I don't know, they just exactly what I said. They were just putting it together, throwing all these popular celebrities in there, at least popular to me. I mean, maybe it's not popular to you. But they put all these celebrities in there because they want a specific crowd to watch it. They're not catering to me, I don't think. Because my sense of humor is a lot different than most, you know. So, Yeah, that I felt like they were trying too hard, especially with that scene with the checkerboard floor and he's doing this dance and stuff. And it becomes very, not almost, becomes very ritualistic with Julianne Moore all dressed up in this Viking-like outfit, like some sort of Greek goddess or something, coming down these steps. You know, it almost emulates the, now I haven't watched music awards in ages, all the way since MTV was just music videos. Now it's like shows and stuff on it. But it's like, yeah, they're trying to emulate. The only reason why I know about this is because whenever I go online to check my email, you get all this news about celebrities and stuff and what they're doing. And man, the Hollywood is crazy. I saw a little clip where they showed the, I don't know if it's VMAs or whatever, where they showed this whole like thing with Madonna and Christina Aguilera or whatever, these people, and they're doing this ceremony where they're walking down all these steps and da-da-da-da, and they're doing this dance. Madonna's dressed up as some sort of goddess, you know, the horns and all this stuff. Yeah. They did the same thing in the Big Lebowski. If you watch this movie, tell me, what do you think? I mean, it's the same thing, right? Same thing. So, and I'm not even really sure when this VMA presentation performance occurred. I don't remember what year that was, but it looks like the same exact thing. Like they're just replicating the same thing, only in this movie. So, I don't really like a lot of movies that are made nowadays, because it doesn't reflect, I don't know if I'd say it reflect real life. It just kind of makes certain things that should be an important issue to talk about into something light and frivolous, like the subject of cannabis, you know, being involved in movies where there's always violence involved. The person who partakes in the cannabis a lot of times is probably not a violent person themselves, but they somehow get mixed up with criminal element in some way. If this was made legal, if cannabis was made legal, then all of this would be avoided. These movies wouldn't be made anymore, I don't believe. Maybe they would, because there's an audience out there for them, but I just think that once all the stigma and the taboo is taken away from this healing plant, then we as a society can learn and grow and realize that there's more things out there to heal our body, mind, and soul than just pharmaceuticals, things that a conventional doctor would prescribe for you. A lot of those prescriptions can have very, very extreme side effects. I mean, even one of them says may cause death. I mean, is that something you want? I don't know. Nothing I would want, you know. Yeah, there's a point where a doctor prescribed for me, I told him that I thought I had an ulcer. And I did feel really nervous around this doctor. He asked me, are you a nervous person? And I'm like, no, just around someone I've never been around before. So he prescribed me a bottle of, I guess now that, you know, when I look back and I realize what they were antidepressant pills. So I took one, you know, and then I slept for a whole entire day and then wake up until the next, you know, like in the afternoon. And I just immediately threw those pills away. The doctor didn't want to listen to me and what I was telling him was going on with my body. Sure, I was depressed, and I was depressed because my body wasn't functioning the way that I felt that it should be. So, do your research. Get out there and research any alternative ways of healing that you want to incorporate within your life that you think may help you. You can't completely, you know, count on conventional medicine. You can, but if you open your mind up to something different, you know, if what you're doing now is not working, and if it's not giving you the results that you want, then you can feel free to like explore other things. you can feel free to, just because you have a regular doctor, regular conventional doctor that gives you prescriptions. I'm not saying to dump all your prescriptions that you've been on right now. I'm just saying that open your mind to other alternatives, and when you do, then you may find something that can help improve you in one way or another. For me, it's not just cannabis that I use to help me function during the day. I've been incorporating more fruits and vegetables into my diet, a lot more. And juicing, also smoothies, also exercise as well.